What's going on, Zimp Gang? It's Investor Zimp, aka Zimp Trades, and we're back with another banger. All right, I'm gonna talk real quick about backtesting. Skip to 1 minute if you want to get straight into the video. So, backtesting is exactly what it sounds like. All right, we're going back in time. We're using previous market data to test our strategy. It's nothing super complicated. I'm gonna show you in a second. But you want to backtest for two main reasons. Every trader should be backtesting. The first reason is for practice. It's the best form of practice. It's better than demo trading. Why? Because with backtesting, you can actually accelerate your trades so you can trade multiple times in the same session. If you're demo trading, you still have to wait to see how your trades play out. All right. The second thing, the second reason you want to backtest is because you want to test your strategy. All right. If you want to know if a trader or a strategy is legit, just backtest it. If it works with previous data, it's going to work now. With that being said, let's go ahead and get straight into it. Boom, backtesting. All right. First thing you guys want to do, delete all of your drawings so you're not biased when you're doing it. Okay. This has to be as similar to real trading as possible. To delete your drawings, you go to this trash can and you hit remove drawings. Now, to use past data, we're going to go to bar replay. Okay. Hit bar replay. To keep it completely random, I'm going to close my eyes. Let's go for like 5 seconds, right? I'm going to scroll for 5 seconds back. I'm going to close my eyes and we're going to start trading from wherever we're at. Let's get it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It took us back to September 2020. Actually, January 2021. That's exactly where we're at right now. Perfect. So first thing I'm gonna do is switch it to the hourly because that's normally what I trade on, and we're gonna trade my regular strategy from here, just to show you guys a couple examples. So on the hourly, already I'm seeing a zone, and then we kind of had a V shape with the retest, and then a bounce back to the zone. So price doesn't really want to go past this zone, but it is still showing me buy structure. So we're either gonna break or we're gonna drop. Let's see what happens. Looks like a break. Boom. So we did just break the zone technically right there, and now we're in our retest phase. So if we can get some rejection, this is looking like a good trade. Boom. So we got some rejection. As you guys can see, we came back to the zone here and then we blasted right off. So I'm gonna go ahead and enter right here. That's my strategy. Zone and then rejection. So I'm gonna enter on a long position. Take profit. I'm gonna aim for the next key level, which is 143 with possible take profit of 144. And I'm gonna put my stop loss below the last rejection zone, which is below the set of candles. So let's see how this plays out. Getting boom. So right here we already hit our first take profit of 143. So this is already a winning trade. But let's see if we hit 144 just because I'm curious. Yeah. So we actually did go to hit 144. This is a win. I would have caught this trade and caught the win. So that's 1-0 for the session. All right, let's keep it going. Yeah, guys, let's see if we can find another example. I'm going to replay again. Let's do it. Just try to find a nice random spot. It could be really anywhere. Feeling right here. What is this? Where we at? December 2021. Perfect. Let's go hit that 1 hour so we can get in our bag. All right, so already I'm seeing slow down momentum, and it looks like we're coming off of an uptrend and the momentum slowing down. So we could either be reversing or continuing to head down. Let's see what the structure looks like. Come on, make some structure. Stop playing. Make some structure. It's doing stupid stuff right now. Literally doing nothing. All right, now we're starting to get a little bit of structure. All right, so now it's kind of evident that price doesn't want to drop. It's kind of being hesitant, and now we're starting to move up with the higher lows and the higher highs. So let's see how this plays out. We got some big rejection right here. There's no zone right there. It's a small origin here. Let's see if that plays a part in anything. I don't think it should though. So right here we actually had a head and shoulders. So that dropped. I actually missed that before I continued, but we did have a head and shoulders, so that was a missed sell opportunity. I would have missed that trade. So we're back at all the way down here. I mean, I guess you could call this somewhat of a support. Let's see what happens. We're either gonna break or start hitting back up. So we're starting to head back up, but I haven't really seen anything that makes me comfortable with the trade. All right, we're back at the high. So this will be the third touch for this zone at this point. And it did not reject strongly at all. We barely got any pushback. And as you guys can see, it just blew right past that zone. So we'll see if it comes back. If it does, we might be able to make a play. Let's see. It is not coming back. So we're going to let it do its thing. Try to ride out the trend. Because we're definitely in the buy trend now. Still just doing its own thing. Let's see if we can come back to this area. See if we can kind of come back around this area and then buy back up again. Just to ride the trend. No. It's just going to keep going. Alright, so now the momentum's starting to slow down as the sell candles become bigger. We really just waiting for a good structure moment, guys. I don't like hopping in randomly on these stretches because that's when price decides to reverse, in my experience, right? Boom. So price comes all the way down here to meet back on this area. It's kind of coming back to touch, right? So once we touch this, we seeing how it rejected, but I want to show you guys something. This is actually a lower low than this one. So that's what makes this scary because it already started losing momentum as the sell candle started to get bigger. So this move right here, this little move is telling me that we might be prepared to sell. All right. So that's what I'm really watching for right now. If we can't make a new high, then I'm going in for some sales. All right. So I can pretty much tell what this is. So now we're in a consolidation. After this big buy, price is taking a few minutes to relax. So now we're kind of just trying to make a play with these consolidation breakouts. Let's see what happens. We're either breaking below or above. We broke below. Let's see if we can get a retest. Retested, but did not reject. So we're not entering. Breaks again. We got to retest this time. And this time we're actually getting a little bit of rejection. So this is probably a fake out, which is crazy. But we did get a retest, and now we have momentum candle. So I'm actually going to get in right here on a short position. Stop loss above the rejection candle. Take profit if we're getting at 155. Take profit is going to be 155 flat, and I'm going to extend that to 154 for a TP2. But if this was a real life trade, I'm probably taking it at 155. But let's see what happens. Flirting with the stop loss a little bit, but it did indeed fold. Hit the first take profit at 155. Let's see if it hits 154. And we hit 154, you guys. So right there, that's a dub. All right, that's another dub. So that's 2-0 in this session. We're gonna see if we can get one more. All right, before we end it. So I'm actually not gonna go back for this last one. I'm just gonna keep going. We're gonna see if we can try and get another trade. So just wait for price to make some more structure that we can play with. So already, right? This was a previous low. Price kind of came back up to that and then now playing with that. So I'm gonna call that like a mock zone for right now. Just a little point of interest, right? Little zone of interest. Let's see what happens with that. Boom. So price moves past that without really too much issue. And now we're kind of looking almost at a second break of character because up here we broke. Remember, I said we broke up here. It kind of looked like it was getting weak, and then we started selling. It's the same thing here. Now we're kind of stopping the selling, slowing. The selling is slowing down here, and now we're starting to buy a lot more. So let's see if we can get a buy off this zone. We got a couple of rejection wicks, but then we got a sell candle. We're getting some strong rejection, but I want to see price break out of this box. Like that's what I want to see. I want to see price break out the box for real, and it did. All right, so price breaks out the box right here, comes back, retest the box, see if we can get some rejection. Not too much rejection yet. Still not a lot of rejection. Kind of waiting to see what it's gonna do. A lot of consolidation. Again, I'm not even gonna go with this box because there's so much consolidation right here. I'm going to move my box. I'm literally going to move my box right here. Let's see what happens now. Yep. So we broke, retest, bunch of momentum candles, right? I'm getting in for the buy. Long position right here. We're at 156 on the dot. So my stop loss is going to go back below the retest candle, which is right here. My take profit is going to be at 157 on the dot. Let's see how this plays out. Oh, so we actually hit stop. Yeah, so we actually did go ahead and stop out. We went 40 pips in profit and then we stopped out. That's completely fine, you guys. You know what I'm saying? No strategy works 100% every single time. Just curious looking at how it played out so we can learn. So yeah, it pretty much did. If this gets this close to TP, I'm taking it. But it actually seems like I didn't put my stop loss wide enough because we just barely got stopped out before we went into profit. So things like this is why I say back testing is really good for practice because I can look back at this and say, in situations like this, I need to practice setting my stop loss a little lower because this is a good trade. As you guys can see, I hit eventually, but I just got stopped out. You know, so I would have lost on this. But that's 2-1 for this back testing session. Usually my sessions are around 30 minutes to an hour, just to give you guys an idea of how much you should be practicing. Um, yeah, man, but that's back testing. I'm gonna be uploading streams directly onto YouTube. It's probably gonna pop up as videos so you guys can go back and rewatch it. But expect a lot more of this type of content. I'm I'm trying to do the live stuff a lot more because I feel like it helps you guys more. I've gotten a little bit of feedback and people are saying that they want to see me trade live. They want to see me really get in the trenches with the charts. So we can definitely do that. All right. So with that being said, I hope you guys learned how to backtest. I hope you guys took something from this video. Can't wait to see you guys from the next one. Zimp out.